Hi, everyone. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you're at. Again, I'm Michelle Cyrus with Detroit Drives Degrees Adult Initiative, Detroit Reconnect. And we held our first virtual education fair on August 18. We dubbed it Detroit Reconnect Now. And before I talk about our innovative things that we did, I want to thank Jeff West at Coastal Compass Resource Center in Corpus Christi for his guidance and support in helping us launch our first virtual education fair. A few reasons for the fair was to allow our higher ed partners to come together and recruit potential adult learners, share any new policies brought on due to COVID-19, adult-friendly programs, and courses, skilled trades, and degree offerings that they had. We had 10 partner colleges with 42 reconnectors registered to attend the event via Zoom. We asked colleges to provide stop-out data with specific criteria and advertised the event on our Facebook page. Plus, we provided a social media toolkit for our partners so they didn't have to worry about creating anything. We had 13 breakout rooms, reconnectors registered via form assembly to assure we captured them in our database. And finally, we sent out a survey to both the reconnectors and our college partners after the event. Reconnectors overwhelmingly indicated that they were satisfied with the event and their goals were met. Plus, we offered them a chance to win two $50 Visa gift cards for visiting at least 5 partners and also completing the survey. At Detroit Reconnect, and our higher ed partners are inspired by our joint mission to serve adult learners as we work towards changing their social and economic trajectory. I want to share an inspirational song that speaks to the resilience and determination of the adults we are committed to serving in the Southeast Michigan region. And I'd like you to enjoy this song, Optimistic.
Hi all. So I want you to keep using those reaction buttons for me. I just have some quick questions for you. Give me a thumbs up with your reaction button if you want to build awareness that post-secondary is good for everyone. And do you want to build awareness just among adults that there is free help out there, sometimes scholarships? And finally, give me a thumbs up if you want to reach a specific audience, an age group, a demographic, to let them know that there is help out there for them. So thank you guys for all your thumbs up. So how do big companies do this? How do they reach us? Paid media campaigns. You all know this. You see it every day when you're scrolling in your news feeds and things like that. Paid social media and paid media in general is just specific content to promote a service or a product, obviously through social media posts, display ads, paid search results, video pop-ups. You all know this stuff, right? So I got a small grant to try this for adult learners. First I had to figure out who my target audience was. I don't know if y'all can see my Marvel flip charts back here from my son, but my target audience was African Americans in their 20s or 30s. Household income was less than 75,000, and I targeted 14 zip codes in the greater Cleveland area that had high concentrations of high school grads or some college no degree attainment levels. And we engaged a social marketing firm, and they did some background research. How do you reach this group? What is the best way to reach this group? So what did they tell us? Based on market research, 30% of African-American internet users reported that they spend 8 or more hours a day interacting with their smartphone. I thought that was interesting, and followed second by 23% of Hispanics. The other interesting thing about millennials, social media led to an action more than any other media outlet for this age group and demographic that we were looking at. Millennials also are 36% more likely to respond to a social media ad than the average US adult. So we went hard. What did we do? We did 2 things. We did digital display, which were both static and videos, and I can share those with anybody that wants to see them. But They can be targeted by demographics, geography, behavior, which we did. And they have an estimated, over a 3-month period, they told us to expect about 980,000 impressions. So they would be seen that many times, which I thought was good. And then second, of course, was the social media platform ads, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, with 665,000. So we've been doing this now. We did June, July, and August. We're in September, but what has happened? You can see here, we have, I'm really pleased. We've outperformed all the benchmarks. We've had over 2,500 clicks each month. The big takeaways though from this, Twitter. I am not a Twitter user myself, but Twitter, our paid Twitter ads are just, blowing everything out of the water. This age group and demographic really uses Twitter. So we're gonna go all in on Twitter. Facebook is creating impressions, and it's doing great things to drive traffic to our website. So I'm working with higher ed to see who enrolls from the 14 zip codes that we're targeting, and I can't wait to see what happens.
We've all been learning things the past few months, and we've all had to adjust our practices to accommodate the current environment, which has often challenged us and pushed us out of our comfort zones. And honestly, isn't this exactly what we ask of our adult students all the time? And this is what we help them with. So in order to prepare for our Innovation Roundup presentation, I challenged myself and I learned a new skill. I designed this video, which is about developing and maintaining your brand. Effective brand management is crucial to the work in your organization to engage and serve adult students. Whatever your role within your organization, you share in this responsibility. And a successful brand is one that innovates and embraces challenges. So with that being said, Claudette, will you start the video?
To discuss today is a creative new way navigate, reconnect, engage our community and reconnectors. We took it upon ourselves to host our very own virtual graduation celebration, and we're very proud of this. This celebration recognized reconnectors' achievements despite unexpected circumstances. In lieu of COVID-19, the reconnectors not only had previous challenges and barriers to face, they're now met with new challenges such as unemployment, mental and emotional stress, as well as new academic challenges. We decided to give our recent graduates across the state of Tennessee a virtual platform to discuss their recent journey towards degree completion throughout this whole ordeal. This has never been done before with us, so it was engaging, innovative, and new. With this virtual ceremony, the NAVREC, for short, Navigate Reconnect,
directors and I took an approach in what can be summarized as the 4 engaging C's through COVID. I wish you could see it. It's a really cute drawing, but these 4 C's are connection, collaboration, contribution, and celebration. So what are these 4 C's and why are they important? I'm glad you asked. We were able to connect with reconnectors across the state through planning and effective communication. We utilized the tools that we had, mainly virtual, webinars, Teams, Zooms, just to create this new innovative outlet to our reconnectors. We had never heard from our reconnectors on this rostrum before, and the virtual celebration and ceremony gave them that. The next key is collaboration. Through collaboration, the directors and I were able to not only strengthen our partnerships within our regions, with our institutions and reconnectors, it also allowed us to kind of strengthen our partnerships with one another and just kind of feed off of one another. And it really forced us to work and think outside of our usual box. It allowed us to be creative and productive. The next C, of course, is contribution. And contribution allowed the reconnectors to get involved, tell a story, and share different experiences with reconnectors across the state. They were able to share personal and academic challenges, all the while receiving a post-secondary credential. And our last C, of course, is celebration. Everyone deserves to be celebrated for their successes, especially through unforeseen circumstances. This allowed us to show our appreciation because without our reconnectors, there would be no Navigate Reconnect. Our overall objective was to still support. That's a very important word when it comes to reconnectors, when it comes to these adult learners, these students. And we just wanted to support our reconnectors in the most efficient way we knew how, which was virtual access. I believe sometimes in this role, you cannot feel valued. And one place of value where it can be lacking is specifically with calls, emails, texts, things like that when they're little to none. But for us, it was great to see and hear how impactful our representation is towards us lifelong journey. For many of these reconnectors, they of course are continuing towards bachelor's degrees and stackable certifications and credentials. My overall takeaway from this, and just for you all, is just to simply remember in your roles, you are making change, you're making a difference, and you're making things new for adult learners. And that's all, Kat.